Join me as I dive into the chaos and try to explore what really happens to our minds during a natural disaster. Natural disasters can cause a lot of damage. They can wreck homes and towns. But the physical destruction is only one part of the story. These disasters can also hurt people's minds, and these wounds can last a long time after the danger is gone. When something huge like this happens, our minds are pushed to their limits. We feel fear, shock, and the need to survive. Imagine the ground shaking under your feet, a hurricane ripping through your city, or floodwaters covering everything you know. These are scary events that make us feel unsafe. Our minds try to understand what's happening, which can make us feel and react in many different ways. Right after a disaster, people often feel confused and like they can't believe what happened. They see their world completely changed, and it's hard to understand. This is when the mental health problems from the disaster start to show, leaving a mark on people, families, and whole communities. When a disaster happens, our bodies go on high alert. It's like a built-in alarm system called the fight or flight response. This instinct is meant to keep us safe from danger. Our heart beats fast, we breathe quickly, and our bodies get ready to either fight the danger or run away. This is important for surviving danger, but it's also hard on our minds and feelings. The stress can make us feel anxious, panicked, and very afraid. It can be hard to think clearly and make good decisions. Sometimes people freeze and can't do anything at all. This stress doesn't go away quickly. It can stick around and weaken our bodies, make it hard to sleep, and even cause health problems like heart disease, sadness, and worry. It's important to understand how our bodies react to trauma so we can help people who have lived through these events. Even after the news reporters leave and people forget about the disaster, survivors are still dealing with the effects on their minds. Post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, is a serious problem that can happen after a trauma. People with PTSD have scary memories, bad dreams, and are always on alert. The sights, sounds, and smells of the disaster get stuck in their minds and come back to haunt them. Disaster survivors can also experience a lot of worry, sadness, and turn to unhealthy things like drugs or alcohol. Losing loved ones, homes, and jobs can make people feel hopeless. Their world has changed, and it's hard to rebuild and feel normal again. Children, older adults, and people who already had mental health problems can be hurt even more by disasters. Kids might act younger than their age, be afraid to be alone, or not understand what happened. Older people might feel lonely, lose their ability to do things on their own, and their health problems might get worse. We need to understand these different needs so we can help everyone who needs it. Typhoon Haiyan, which hit the Philippines in 2013, shows just how badly natural disasters can hurt people's minds. This super-strong storm caused terrible destruction, killing many people and leaving many more without homes. After the storm, doctors saw a lot more people with PTSD, anxiety, depression, and really difficult grief. Studies after Haiyan showed how deeply the disaster affected people. Many survivors had unwanted memories of the storm, bad dreams, and were always scared. They lost family, homes, and jobs, and felt very sad and hopeless. Typhoon Haiyan showed us that it's really important to help people with their mental health after a disaster, and that this help needs to continue for a long time because healing can take years. Getting better after a natural disaster takes time and is hard. But it is possible. Just like people rebuild their homes, they also need to rebuild their lives and who they are. People don't have to do this alone. Support from other people, mental health services, and strong communities are all important for healing. Family, friends, neighbors, and community groups can help survivors feel like they belong and are understood. Talking about what happened and how they feel with others who understand can be very helpful. Mental health professionals can teach survivors how to handle their trauma, feel better, and feel in control again. Therapy, support groups, and medicine can be very useful. Being resilient means being able to bounce back after hard times. This can happen when people learn ways to cope, like mindfulness, exercise, and relaxing. Communities can also help by creating programs that bring people together, give them a sense of purpose, and offer hope. In summary, natural disasters have a profound impact on our minds, from the immediate chaos to the long-term mental health consequences. It's crucial we acknowledge and address these effects to provide better support systems for those affected. What do you think is the most critical aspect of supporting mental health during natural disasters? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about coping strategies after traumatic events, be sure to check out our video on the subject. Thanks for watching.